Positive.
Hello, and welcome to Rainbows and Razor Blades Productions, where chaos reigns in all of our content, as we often see. Welcome to Madness Takes Artena, episode 12. We only have 3 more episodes left of season 1, and that is crazy. But
Yes.
before we get into anything with the game, let us meet our players. We'll start with our guest, Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I am Autumn Knox on Twitter. And tonight I'm going to be Abris the Absurd, the crazy little wizard that they found in a tower.
Izzy.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm going to play Sentinel Monk Paintbrush. He's half elf, half tabaxi. And let's see what we can get up to today.
And Mary is out tonight, but we keep Amariel in our hearts and await her return. Yay!
Hello, everybody. I'm Skagwater RPG, and you will find me all over the internet on that. And yeah, today I will be playing Lustin, the fighter warlock. I remembered.
Steve.
Hi, my name's Steve. I go by Hermes4939 most places on the internet. You can find me at W9Steve on Twitter. I am playing Arrow, the Vidalcan cleric of Priscas.
And Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. You can find me on the internet at Dr. Snugglebutts at some variation of that, with or without correct punctuation. And I am playing Trenton, the wizard rogue.
The fuckboy for tackle. And I'm Kristen, your DM for the night, your Chaos Goblin extraordinaire. And let's jump in with a recap. Last time, our intrepid adventurers made their way through the last little bit of travel, which had them encounter a hill giant with a cart, thanks to a nice roll by our players. Upon defeating the hill giant and foregoing going after the rest of them, since who knows how many live in the caves on the cliffs, they finished their trek to get to the tower, the Forbidden Tower of Abris the Absurd. They tripped one trap, uh, thinking that it was something that could be untrapped, but nope, that wasn't actually what was trapped. It was invisible, and they still tripped it. After an encounter with a illusory dragon, they made their way to the front door following it and met Abris the Absurd, who, contrary to the rumors, was actually an eccentric female and not the eccentric male they were all expecting. They then made their way through the tower, which had some strange and odd things. And the ballroom had the addition of fire above it, because what do you use a ballroom for but a fire ballroom? They learned some things, like in the Brain Book, one of the mines that had been harvested to be used in the pages was Abris's brother, who had had 15 children, and their lineages had built this tower per the brothers' specs to await the return of Abris, who had spent roughly 500 or 600 years on the Astral Sea. You know, as one does. They learned the words that they needed to speak to get through the doors into the Underdark, and we left off with them deciding what their next steps were. What have you all possibly decided? Are you going to continue on to Lustin's family's place, or now that he knows that his sister has actually been pulled through into the abyss and it has started to intersect with the Underdark, Go to the nearest Underdork. Underdork?
Head to the Underdork.
The Underdork.
Underdork. Okay, let me get underneath my table really quickly.
We have a
Words
shirt
are
for this.
hard, y'all.
Currently, Errol is cooking stuffed mushrooms in the kitchen while this is being decided.
Abra smells the food and goes wandering to the kitchen to join Errol
Mario
because
has
she is
found
hungry.
a hammock in a corner that Abris has pointed her to that she's going to nap in for now.
Abra walks by and throws a blanket over her. Here you go. Get some rest. You look tired.
Trenton's like passively aggressively pouring himself another iced coffee. God. How is it that like we try and do something simple and it just gets more and more complicated? And like everyone's acting
So,
like me.
What was the nearest? So the nearest
It
entrance
is
was where again?
near
don't-
the mountain dwarf city of Tekli. Kaloon? Shit, I forget which city is
was-
which. Give me a second.
Techly.
Techly?
Haley was the
Okay.
elf one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what you get for homebrewing, everyone. You forget what city is which.
You drew the map.
I'm gonna pull up said map so I don't get confused again.
It doesn't matter.
We're going that way.
Yes. So it's Tekli is almost a straight shot south from the Forbidden Tower. And it's on it's kind of like at the base of the mountains, but there's some hills on this side of it that you have to climb to get over into it. And then the Underdark door that Abris has pointed you towards is known to be on the highest peak.
Guess we're going to wherever we're supposed to make this as painless as possible. Everything seems to be going to the Underdark, even though we have no way of knowing how to get out of the Underdark. Right? Am I wrong with that?
We just follow the way we back came, right?
So,
Isn't that how the Underdark works? You just turn around and walk the way you came.
so even if we
Like
went to
everywhere
go
else.
where Lustin's sister used to be, she's already been gotten, as far as we know. Correct? Yeah. So
Yeah, they took
we're
her
both-
already.
Yep. Then we gotta head this way. As they're finishing cooking, Errol look over to our wizard host and been like, I don't suppose you have a teleportation or somewhere that you can get us there a little bit faster, seeing his sister was just nabbed. I suppose you got one of those rooms too.
No, unfortunately, I didn't perfect that one. I worked on a whole lot of other things. It's on my list, but it'll be a while. It'd be faster to walk than wait for me to learn.
Okay. Okay, just wanted to check. Is there anything else we can do for you while we're here, though?
No, what you making? Smells delicious.
These are stuffed mushrooms. I found some cheese. We're cooking them kind of in the bacon grease. And then we just kind of chopped up the stems and then mix them with the cheese and then recook them in there. And then we'll kind of bake them and finish them. And we'll
So
should be
they're
good.
like twice baked mushrooms.
Kind of, yeah. You take the stems out first, and then you kind of cook the stems up, and then mix them with the cheese and the spices, and then you scoop everything into the actual mushroom cap, and then you cook it.
Oh. I have beer. I need to grab some. That would be great with this. And she runs over, and there's like a whole keg sitting on a counter, and she just like pulls out a glass. You want some?
Yes,
Pouring
please.
some. So she's pouring. Here you go. Since you're making food. Oh,
There was
you guys.
a bath in the corner, right?
At least we have a good
There's
There
cook.
was
what?
a bathtub. There was a bathtub in the corner
Of
this room?
the whole, yeah, the kitchen. Yeah, there's a bathtub just hanging out.
Can I have a bath?
By all means, I don't have. There's no curtains or anything, so you're just gonna have to try to be as modest as possible. It's just hanging out there. I
I'm
mean, I
just
live
gonna
alone,
start throwing things off.
and
How do you-
Abris
how
just
do you
sits there and
be as-
sips her beer and watches.
Mother-
He's like, okay,
Okay.
clearly you don't care.
How do I turn this on?
There's a knob at the top. There's two, hot and cold.
Oh, I've never. And then I am
You
going
just
to.
turn them and mix them together and see which temperature you like. You can have it like the pits of hell, or you can have it like an ice bath, or mix. Whatever
I'm
works.
gonna turn them both just as fast as I can, whichever. Ah, mm. And I'm just gonna
Average just
enjoy
walks
the
over and
water.
takes like a little like thing. It's like, here, have some bath salts. They smell
Oh,
pretty. They'll
oh,
make you smell as pretty as you look.
oh, and I'm gonna just start sinking into my little bath.
Do you want a beer too?
uh,
A bath
I'm
beer.
I'm gonna look over to Trenton and
Oh,
yeah,
he's just over there complaining and drinking his iced coffee. So leave him alone. He just wants to bitch.
uh, yeah, I'll have one.
The Average just bounces off and goes and gets a beer. She's just happy playing hostess. I don't have guests often. I'm so excited.
Oh, me too. I haven't
And
had a
as
bath
she's
in a while.
opening like some cupboards and stuff, looking for extra cups, she opens one and a bat flies out. She opens another and like there's a dead stuffed cat in there.
Oh, this is Fluffy. I've had him for a
Fluffy.
long time. He likes hiding in this closet. And she just kind of closes the cabinet on him. She like stops and opens it like, good kitty, and then closes it again.
What time of day is it right now?
It is afternoonish,
Okay.
like 4 or 5, but it's getting dark because of the maelstrom.
Okay. All right. So would you mind if we just headed out in the morning? Do you have any issues with us staying here? Would it
No,
better if we camped outside? Okay.
it's a giant tower. I've got like 8 million rooms. I'm pretty sure about 6 of them have beds. So
Okay. Does anyone have any issues with us staying here?
No, no, I want to live
just
here now.
remember,
Negative,
always
I
use
do
the doors
not.
on the left. Never go on the right.
I just
What if you're going down the stairs?
Then
kind
you
of
do
want
the
to see.
opposite.
Okay, good to know. You have to be very specific because it's a
What?
wizard's tower, so sometimes it might always be the left no matter what, and that might actually get you to
I
where
was
you need
just
to
gonna
be.
say, if any of you decide to start to go down the stairs, it does flip again on you, and then you're walking up to go down.
See, it wasn't a dumb question.
And then all of the rooms that would be on the left are on the left again.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Always
good.
stay away from the left.
Always stay away from. Okay. No. Yeah, I think there's not much else, unless you need something fixed with mending. But I'm pretty sure you can handle that yourself. But that's mostly about all I have going on, other than I'm good at drinking.
It's broken. It's broken. I don't really mess with it. I make enough money running the betting on all the airships that go over the Maelstrom that I just buy new stuff.
Sounds good. Well, since we're sitting here, we'll kind of make up, kind of like a meat and cheese and bread tray to go with kind of the mushrooms, and then sit and drink beer with Abris, I guess.
As you all
Nobody finds this weird,
Nope.
right?
What is so weird about it?
We're about to go into the Underdark to look for your sister. They got pulled in from a fetch thing, and it's linked to the Abyss. I think sitting around in a wizard's tower watching Paintbrush take a bath is the least of our worries.
Trenton is slowly enjoying the madness
Okay.
of Lustin dealing with a higher level wizard who's kind of lost their shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, welcome to my life.
Yeah.
This is me. This is why I hate class.
Trenton at school.
What?
Trenton at school.
yeah, we can't hear you.
We can't
Oh,
hear
we
you.
lost you, my friend.
Oh, who?
Nope. Nope. Oh, Raggy.
Did you accidentally unplug something?
I love how I was not the
Lustin
person
got so
with sound
excited he broke
issues.
his microphone.
Slipped and found the
Oh.
silencer.
I can't hear you. Oh.
Did you hit mute on something?
Not shown to be muted.
Sometimes if you hit it on your computer, then
Oh,
Tech gremlins always come at the best time.
yeah.
Possibly disconnect and reconnect real quick so it won't move anything. Thanks.
Oh yeah.
To Video
Nothing
Ninja.
will move. The way
Yeah.
I'm using Ninja. Everything will stay if he drops out and drops back in.
Are you sure?
We got
Oh, now I can hear you.
Am I
You're
good?
good.
I'm
You're good
good.
now.
Yes.
You're good. Don't move.
Nope, now we can't
Nope,
hear
you're
you.
good.
What did you do?
There
Now
it
we
is.
can. Are you just
So
not
it's-
close enough to your mic so it's not always picking you up?
Or maybe your mic volume is too low.
It's right here.
Okay, got you there.
It's so loud
Maybe
right
just didn't
now.
like. Maybe just didn't like the clapping.
Now we can't hear you.
Your signal is.
Are
showing
you
as being-
serious?
It's your signal because
Yeah.
we can see when the green dot pops up that it is
Yeah.
picking you up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the control room, and your signal is all in the red.
All right,
So-
so try logging out and logging back in and possibly restarting your computer.
Aberson and Errol just keep drinking beer and watching paper and take a bath.
Mhm.
I will be back.
Okay. And
Yay!
paintbrush and take a bath. And Trenton's gonna sit sad and he tried to get away from school and school showed back up.
Trenton,
Mhm.
roll me a wisdom save quick.
Ah.
What did you do?
Is this a charmed effect?
No, this is the book.
15.
All right. So on the edges of your consciousness, you have been hearing like what is becoming usual for you now that you've talked to this book and you're the one that carries it. The voices at the edge of your consciousness almost. It's become like a background noise over the last month. But
Oh, like I'm tuning
one
out my
of them is
possessors
trying
again.
to reach out and talk to you, and they barely connect. Like you barely rolled high enough that they can get through, and it's not just louder, unintelligible talking. And it's a female voice this time. It's a voice that you haven't actually heard. And it says, "The abyss must be entered through the Underdark quickly. I can sense something is off. Something has changed." And then it goes back into the unintelligible at the edge of consciousness voices.
Okay, thanks, Stephanie. Appreciate the really vague message. Do I know if that's like if we need to go like now or like it can wait till morning?
It's pretty much going to take you no matter, like, a half a day isn't going to matter that much in the grand scheme of things. It's going to take at least 3 weeks to even get to Techley, and then another week to scale the mountain to get to the
Got
goal.
it. It's like it's the trip's gonna take 4 hours. What's an extra 5 minutes? Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me check something really quick, though.
Just writing my little notes in my book.
So, Abris, when you sleep and wake back up, you can prepare new spells, and you do have teleportation circle, and you
Oh, I
do
do?
have runes to open a teleportation circle to Techley, so you can cut their trip down by 3 weeks if you would like.
Oh, sure. You made my spell list extensive, so
I did. I had to even look. I was like, I think I gave her this, but I have to go look.
that's all right.
Yeah.
I got it handled.
Very high level.
I was like,
Yes.
oh man.
Well, no, she gave me this character to play, and
Oh,
she's
sad.
cool as hell. She's got a lot though. Yeah, it's like
There's a lot to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yes, you they asked about it, and then you're like, no, I don't think I can do that. And then you're like, wait a second, light bulb, and you have the runes hidden somewhere so that you can open up the portal. You've just got to find them.
No, we literally walked by the room. I said, "Hey, is this a teleportation room?" We're like, "Yeah, why?" And can we use it? Of
Right.
course.
Try talking, Skag.
Yeah.
Hear me?
No. Yes.
It's still cutting in and out.
Yes. No. Yes. No.
Yes. Yes.
Now we can.
Yes.
You're a little
just-
delayed, but we got you.
Cross
got
our
you.
fingers that it holds steady. But you now know that you can teleport to Techley and cut 3 weeks off of your trip.
Thanks,
We
spirit
will know in the
mushrooms.
morning.
Yes.
In the
they
morning.
will.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know yet.
Oh,
I
They
let
don't know.
you know. Understood.
Yes.
I'm gonna like let the so did this like conversation happen like while Paintbrush is taking a bath with the book?
About to. Oh yeah, with the book, yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna be like, so the book like spoke to me again, and this time it was Stephanie talking, and she's like, oh no, you need to go to the Underdark quickly, shit's getting worse. So like, I think we kind of just need to go there. If anybody wants to change plans, I'm not telling you we have to do this, but like
We
the
totally.
book is saying we should.
We totally.
It would help if we
Well,
went
I
there.
mean, we're gonna go, and I'll help you get there. I know the best route, so
That would be helpful.
I'll lead you down there just to get you to where you got to go, and then you guys can go from there. And then you'll just have to find your sister Lusty and the keys, and then show back up. And I might be able to help you after that, but you got to come back alive. So,
Well, if we have to. Fine.
well, it's easier to help you if you're not dead. I mean, I could find the necromancer, but he's kind of an asshole, and I don't like talking to him.
No one wants to deal with asshole necromancers.
No, there's one like in another city that's nicer, but it's far. So
Always go with the nicer necromancer.
I try anyhow. Usually they come the ghouls come back happier.
Like necromancy is the way to get your party members back. Oh, in a way.
They're not quite right though. Like they got weird tics and they don't really talk much. They're not very smart.
They're back, but they're not really themselves anymore.
No, not quite. Most of them run into walls and stuff if you're not careful. Like that's and they smell.
They can help carry your stuff though.
Well, until things start falling off.
Until the arms fall off.
I mean, you can run them till the arms fall off. I mean, that's happened. It works.
Is it kind of like the cat that's in the cupboard?
No, be nice to Fluffy. Fluffy is not a beast of burden.
Fluff-
Fluffy is my pet.
Fluffy's seen something.
But Fluffy is dead.
So
As you say that, Leston, you hear a meow from the cupboard.
she does not like you being judged, by you. You hurt her feelings.
But
Oh,
it's
that's Fluffy.
dead.
She just meowed at you.
The cupboard actually starts to open and the cat comes out. Clearly undead.
This is a very unsettling.
Be nice to my cat.
Turn undead on the cat. No, I don't do that.
Do I have
she
any
picks up Fluffy and
abilities?
she's like, "Don't listen to Lusty. He's got problems. Maybe he needs a nap." I don't
I
know.
have any abilities I can do to make this cat even more buffed. Like
Yes,
if I
off the cat.
absolutely I will. If I have a spell that lets me do that.
I have a spell that will buff it. Yeah, sure. It's called Eldritch Blast.
You don't blast my cat. I'll toss you on the fucking maelstrom if you
going
touch
to.
my cat, Leston.
Won't touch your
I'm gonna
cat.
cast light on a piece of string, and I'm gonna mage hand it into a circle and make it look like the cat has a halo. It's like, you're so aggressive, and honestly, it's like a divine cat, like it's angelic and shit.
Abris, this is about the 10th time that the cat has reanimated, and it's not your doing.
Well, I don't know how she wakes up anyway. Like, she wakes up, she runs around, we have some good times together, we snuggle, and then she dies. I put her in the cupboard, and then she stays there for, I don't know, a couple months, a year, and then she wakes up, and then she runs around, and I have another good, like, 3-4 years with her sometimes, and then she dies. So I think this is the 10th time she's woken back up. I don't know.
You have a cupboard
pretty
of
cool.
resurrection. You have a cupboard of resurrection, eventual resurrection.
Maybe.
Errol, make me a religion check.
Okay.
I don't deliberately use it. I just put things in there. So maybe
Oh,
if
shit.
it is, and I deliberately
No,
use
that's a 7. Drink
Wait,
too
Yeah,
is
much.
it's a
my
magical
religion
cupboard.
better than the clerics?
Mine's a +4. I rolled a 3.
I have a +7 to religion.
Yes, yours is better than the clerics.
Well, if you would like to roll religion, seeing him struggle with the whole reanimated cat, you can roll religion as well if you would like.
26.
Oh god.
Shit.
I rolled a 19 and I have a +7.
God.
So as you're seeing Errol kind of
More of a history
struggle
buff. My
with
history is a +6.
struggle with wrapping his head around this actually the cabinet, is it the cat? You remember in even starting in Kaloon, but continuing in Belmoral, you had been hearing rumors among the clerics around you that were mostly the devoted to Theodosis, since that's what you grew up around, and a little bit from even Paintbrush, like what he'd gleaned around the academy, that overall, since the Maelstrom went up, but it had been getting worse, there was a lot of things that should have remained, that died and should have remained dead, that without interference have been reanimated as undead.
So like things have died and like instead of just crossing the veil, it just gets like bounced back to like return to sender.
Yeah, it's things have been reanimated as undead without, there's been no necromancers around, like there's been no surges of power, it just happens. And while they can still be killed as any other undead, uh if they're not properly put down by a cleric, they will rise again if they were reanimated the first time. And it's something that had happened every once in a while when the Maelstrom first went up, and like there's some of the clerics that have been around for a few hundred years because they're elves, and it's just been this general, like, it was anomalous back in the day, but it's been getting more and more. And make me a perception check.
21.
You vaguely remember as you were all leaving Belmoral that you thought you saw Silver, the changeling that had been with Bob and Duke, and you had all killed, outside the walls walking.
The changeling we killed was chilling, walking.
It didn't click until this conversation around the cat happened, but it is all now clicked that, oh hey, this could be bad for us.
Oh, so like I know you're trying to go from like a religious standpoint and like, oh my god, what deity is like trying to resurrect these beings and shit. I think it's something with like the overall system of death is kind of fucked up because shit just keeps coming back when it shouldn't. And like, remember those like bandits that like we couldn't do anything because of the fog cloud and shit?
Whether you couldn't do
Well,
anything.
Anyway.
I moved to cast Create Bonfire, but I refrained from doing it.
Anyway.
But like one of them, I think like I had misseen it, but now I think I did. The changeling was like walking, but like after he died.
Do you think things are just reanimating instead of going and crossing like they're supposed to?
Like I know from the little bit I know, to reanimate you've got to like bring back its life, and it requires like a wizard with necromancy, or like a cleric as like god and stuff. But like it's happening without that assistance. So I think like the system is broken, which might be a bigger problem because it's like exponentially increasing. So like if we want to live like in zombie land, then we're like in the right direction. But if we don't want zombie land, problem.
Oh my.
As
Oh,
he's
so it's
talking, Lustin, in your head, you hear a dark chuckle.
His eyes get bigger. He's like, nope,
nope. What?
not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. No,
Who are
Not
you
paying
talking
attention
to?
what?
nothing. Nothing at all. Don't worry about
And they
it.
call
He
me
likes to talk to
crazy.
his-
Nothing
He likes
Oh
to
my
about
God.
that.
talk to him.
Seriously. Anyway, so the death system's broken. You think it's bouncing off the maelstrom? Like rubber and glue and sticks to somebody? Like life sticks to them?
It's getting worse though, right?
It's
Oh,
getting worse. But then at the same time, when the maelstrom comes down, are all those people just going to drop dead in front of everybody?
I think they'd have to bounce again though.
I think like once they're back, they're back. But like if the maelstrom goes away and we send them, they're not gonna come back.
Okay, well, I guess that's
Like the
not
package
as bad.
arrived. We've got to send it back in the post.
Well, that's good to know. Fluffy, don't die after the maelstrom drops.
But it's
She's
gonna
sitting
A
there
high enough
puttying the
level
cat.
wizard, I will use fabricate to make fluffy armor. It's like a 5th level spell.
Abra's just gonna have this armored cat. It's gonna be amazing.
that means the maelstrom's changing if it's happening more often.
Or it's just build up over
True.
time. You know,
Yeah.
enough necromancers bring something back and it dies again, then they are in an endless loop of not being able to die.
Has Fluffy come back like quicker and quicker? Has it been increasing? Have you noticed anything like that?
You know, it's just kind of random, but I don't pay a lot of attention because when she's dead, I put her in the cabinet and then she eventually pops out. So time doesn't mean a whole lot to me because I'm here by myself. So maybe. I know she's done it 10 times now. This is number 10 and she's that means she's passed her 9 lives.
I think the problem is like as time go on, more people are born, more people die. So like the ratio is gonna get really off. Like
point.
as people die, then they come back.
Another
There's like an
thing.
infinite supply of like these people that eventually will just become zombies.
Yeah.
Abris, roll an Arcana check for me.
And also
Trenton
let me know if you're
debates writing a letter to the
Shit.
school. This is above my academic
Oh,
requirement.
11?
This better count as extra.
and have
Intelligence.
Abris let me know if you're interested in a weasel, slightly used.
So, what am I rolling for this? A
D20
what?
plus 11.
Okay. D20 plus 11. Do I add my intelligence too?
It's already
Or
added.
okay. It's been a hot minute. 27.
Okay.
When you were in the astral sea and you came upon Istus, one of the things mentioned was that in order to seal the darkness in the Underdark, the chaos had closed the path to true death. And so more and more beings were coming back as undead because of whatever magic, chaos magic, was used to seal enough of the rift between the Underdark and the Abyss to keep it from fully merging.
So she's just sitting there petting the cat and thinking about it and thinking about it. She's like, oh, guys, you know what? When I was in the astral sea, someone actually told me something about this. So they used chaos magic. When the Abyss and the Underdark were trying to join, they tried to seal that rift and use chaos magic to do it, but it fucked up the loop of death. So it's making people stay no matter what. So you die, you come back. So that's what it is the chaos magic. So it's this whole hot mess. So until the that gets fixed and the maelstrom comes down, everything's going to be a disaster. So you've got to start there with the rift and figuring out how to seal it completely without the chaos magic part, because that's really what's messing it up. Because you give something to get something. So they gave up the people dying correctly to get some of the rift closed.
So we need lawful magic.
Well, you need something that's not chaos. So yeah, whatever lawful might mean.
Yeah.
Question is, you were remembering the dream you had where you were both the blue person and not the blue person when the maelstrom went up. That felt very chaotic.
Oh, kidoki.
You're making that face again.
Yes. It's called remembering things.
Oh, now you remember things. You're gonna share with the group, maybe?
There was a point in time in one of my dreams where I kind of felt the pull of chaos around me.
What was going on when you were feeling that pull?
The maelstrom was happening, the forming of it. It's just a dream, though. It doesn't really mean.
Not necessarily. Do you have any patrons or anything that you follow?
I have a patron.
Okay.
I don't
Who?
follow them. They kind of tell me they're fish.
Fish. Do they have a name?
You know what? Come to think of it, I haven't really asked them that.
You haven't asked them? Maybe you should next time.
What is going on?
Your patron's
Your
pissed off
patron's
you didn't
upset
ask
with
for
you.
the name.
What is going on? Electronics hate me today.
That's your patron. That's all I'm thinking is ta-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh,
Errol's going to pull out the bottle of Everclear that they still have, and then kind of have a deep sigh and pour that into a small glass and slide it across the table. We just have to fix the problem of the entire continent. Probably fine.
I mean,
Like
seems
a
to be the
Thursday.
thing.
Like a normal Thursday around here.
Well, I've been waiting for you guys for a long time, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
They put me here so that I could help you as best I can.
I'm glad it's you.
Well, I appreciate that.
You have a nice fully
Most
stocked kitchen.
I try. I don't like to eat the same things. Like a lot of wizards, they sit there and eat gruel, and it's like, why? Have fun with food.
Yeah. I love food, just don't love food.
Well,
Who loves you?
they're boring.
All right. All right.
So your patron, let's see, is a fish?
Fishes.
Fishes.
Yes, there's 3 of them.
fishes
And then
get
Three.
there's yes.
Can I do religion roll? I'm listening from the bathtub, if I know.
bathtub espionage.
You? I think that's correct.
I don't know what's
It-
going
This
on
is when
anymore.
one of the 3 fishes don't agree with the other 2 fishes.
Fishes.
This is when the collective of fish don't agree.
I think DK's juice problems with her computer transferred to you.
I think so.
I really think that
I'm-
you should have asked your patron's name in that dream. Otherwise, you. Oh, bye.
Bye.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, I know it's fun, right?
Hey,
Well,
better
we
than
got
the
a break
audio
in a
issue.
few minutes. You can try to restart everything. Maybe that'll
Do
help.
the stuff again all over. Yay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So is that a yes? A
For
paintbrush?
paintbrush, it would be less of a religion check and more of a history check for this particular thing.
Yeah, Abris is
Ooh.
over here like rolling it over in her brain. She knows she like this is familiar to her. Like there's something about what he's saying that she knows with the 3 fishes. She's trying.
18 minus 1, 17.
You don't necessarily know anything about 3 fishes, but you do recall that a warlock you had come across in the past had 3 mermaids that would talk to them.
I call them fish, but they're really mermaids.
I'm like splashing around in the water. Oh. Were they Listen, are those mermaids you're talking about?
The fish, yes, they're fish.
Are they half person, half fish?
Yes, but they're fish.
That's a mermaid. That's
That's a
different than
fish.
just a fish.
No, it's a fish.
No, you need to be more descriptive because you're gonna fuck people up when they're trying to help you if you can't describe shit right. Get
But
your
there's
head
nothing
straight.
wrong. It's a fish.
Do you also call the satyr goat?
Yes.
This
It's
is
a goat.
some basic shit right here. I can't. Oh, you said a warlock that talks. There's a warlock, right?
Yeah.
Talks to mermaids. Debim. His name is Debim, not you, Lustin. But the one that's talking to you, that you had the dream that you are making the maelstrom,
Oh.
that's
That
the
one.
person that made the maelstrom.
Oh.
So you got some big shit talking to you in your head there. You better start listening.
Maybe.
Oh.
Sometimes it just goes.
You better try to hang on to it. It might save your ass one day.
Yeah, maybe.
And it was the talk
Let's see
of
what I'm
chaos
doing
magic that
things.
really made it finally click, because in your time, it was a Merid who went by Debum the Chaotic.
Ooh. Yeah. So when I was a kid, he went by Devin the Chaotic. That was his thing, chaos magic. That's what this whole thing is. And that rift, he probably had something to do with closing that rift too. So he starts talking to you. Maybe you should start asking some questions, like how to fix it, because it's not fixed. And he broke.
How to just get rid of it?
You can't just get rid of it. You have to close it appropriately. Because what you do,
That's how you get rid of it.
if you close it wrong without asking questions on how to do it, you could cause them to merge instead, and that's bad. Don't be a pain
That
in the
makes
ass.
sense.
Just ask questions.
I will try to remember to ask questions.
Okay, I'll take that over nothing.
Usually, I look to Errol. I ask him questions.
Well, he may not always have the answers.
Or he's going to be slightly drunk.
Keep drinking that
But the
Everclear.
drunk girl is hilarious.
How
Average
many
just
drinks have
sips her
you had,
Everclear.
Errol?
Probably at least
All right.
three or four beers.
Make
And
me a
then-
Constitution saving throw.
And then probably at least a tiny bit of the Everclear, but that was mostly to kind of share. What am I doing? A con save?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. 17.
You feel a little tipsy, but you're holding your liquor better than normal.
Right. Right.
Liver's
It's
getting
all of
used to it.
Avarice's wonderful food.
That's right. Nice food. Doing good. It's
Avarice
fine.
is just sipping the Everclear just a smidge and eating some mushrooms. So I can show you some rooms if you want to sleep. You can use the bath when our friend here is done with his beautiful bath. Really, you can do whatever you want for the evening. And then in the morning, I will take you and we will go on our way to where you need to go.
Wonderful. I think I will take a
Paintbrush,
bath
you
after
wouldn't see
Paintbrush.
this because you're in the bath and all of your clothes are out, but you do hear the chime of your paper that Abris created
Oh,
as a message.
I am going to scramble out of the bath. I wonder if I should get her autograph on my paper. I don't know if that'll work as I'm like scrambling.
As you open it, it's not Safzira's handwriting. Give me a second, I gotta look something up and then I will finish this.
It's Bob's.
My baby boy.
Bob's Bugbear.
It's gonna be like this massive thing, like he just fisted the entire pen.
Bob the Bugbear broke in.
So you see the writing showing up, but it's in a very flowing, elegant hand. And it's not in common. It's coming through in undercommon.
Oh, I can read that.
What do you have there? I know that thing.
Yeah, I'll have to have it autographic later, but
It's not an autographed book. I
oh,
made that. It's a communication device.
well, can I get your autograph anyway?
That's not how it works.
Not on
You're so
this
pretty.
one.
You're so pretty, but that's not how that one works.
Okay. And then I'll start reading reading the letter. I haven't even got clothes on, but I'm gonna read the letter anyway.
Avarice
Like
doesn't
deep
mind.
fucking red, and he's just like this, like, no, don't look up.
Avarice
look
looks
up.
at Avarice looks at Lustin. Lustin, stop being such a prude. It's just a body. Good Lord.
I understand that, but I don't want to look.
Do you even not look at yourself naked?
No,
That's sad. You might want to
I
take a
don't
look.
look.
Figure out what all the parts do.
No,
Appreciate yourself.
I don't want to.
The words that are unfolding on the paper as you translate them into common mentally is shit. I closed the thing I needed on accident. God damn it.
Gotta go find it again.
Never gonna
Where
give
did it
you
go?
up. Never gonna
I need
I
the
went to
Jeopardy
close
music
something
for
else
this
and hit
moment.
the wrong X.
Got Rick rolled.
That's what I need for these moments is just the Rick roll.
Yep. That's what's on
And
the
just sit back here,
paper.
even if I'm not on screen, be like, here you go.
It begins to write out. The blind crone asks you, to stand for her in the coming war. And it lets out this giant ray of light that encompasses your entire party. And as we go to break, you all level up to level 5.
The decisions. The
You-
decisions.
You can make my cat that armor.
Level. I am nowhere near 5th level spells.
But yes, thank you for hanging with us so far. Mary, you can also level up to level 5. Since I see you in the chats. Hi.
Mary.
I'm back.
It's chaotic. It's fun. We are only gonna go for the 2 hours tonight because I'm a little bit tired. I am still recovering from vacation.
That's okay.
It's all the alcohol.
Be your best self.
So much.
Or it might have been the one you had Saturday.
Me too. I'm all like, this is gonna be good. Don't look at the bottle and see that it's a 14% ABV. I'll go a little drunk. Anyways, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.
5-10
Fix
minutes.
myself.
Hello and welcome back. Just before we went on break, a message came through on Paintbrush's copy of Abris's instant messaging paper, but it wasn't from Sapphira. It was from the Blind Crone, and with it came a very bright light that gave them all an extra level, and so they go into the second half of the game at level 5. Thank you, Blind
Bruce just
Crone.
looks at it and is like, you guys must be really special. See, I told you guys are the ones that fix everything. The Blind Crone just doesn't hand that stuff out, that magic light and everything. And you guys are special. So you're going to have to figure out how to get this done because now you've got other people on your side. You don't even know.
Well,
As she's talking, Lustin, you start to feel a tickle on the same elbow, inside of the elbow that the original tattoo showed up on. And it's like snakes are crawling under your skin, and you hear unintelligible whispers. Do you look at your arm?
I'm gonna like go like this and itch it. Be like, nope.
What are you
Nope.
noping now, Lustin?
He needs a bath. I think that's why he's
it-
itching.
Do you have fleas?
some-
Why are you scratching?
No. Then my arm is itchy.
Well, look at it. Why are you scratching? You look like you're going to rip it off.
Okay.
You
Okay,
all,
she runs,
since
Yeah.
you're
walks
staring
over
at
and like,
him, you see a little bit of black smoke kind of escape his coat.
Harold,
Everest walks over his arm and turns it over. Take your fucking jacket off and look at your arm. You're smoking.
Okay, now that I see that, I'm gonna just rip off the jacket and look at it.
It's no longer the jagged spiral. It has expanded and unfurled, and it's grown more branches, and it, like, the dark smoke is coming from it as it stretches, and it now reaches from your wrist up to your shoulder.
that can't be. Harold
Everest
takes
just
another,
like points like, push your sleeve up. It's going all the way up. What is
Harold
this?
takes
No,
another
it's
drink.
taking it all the way off at this point. No,
And
what is this?
as you touch it, you hear the whispers again.
Come on.
What are they saying? What's going on? You hearing
And
something?
Everest
seeing
is just
something?
looking up at Lustin.
She's it's about all you hear.
I have no idea. Like, I'm being serious. I don't know.
You
Is
don't
it
know if
just
you're hearing something, or you don't know
gibberish?
what they're saying.
I don't know what they're saying. I can hear noises,
All right,
but
we'll
Can
I
you
don't know what
write
they're
it down.
saying.
can you imitate the noises you're hearing?
Ushata. Ush.
Does anybody
that?
speak primordial?
You mean deep speech? Yes, I speak deep speech.
Deep speech,
Hold on,
yes.
I
Deep
might
speech
actually
is even better. We'll go
You
with
actually
that.
do? Yeah. Shit. Yes.
Hold on, I might actually speak.
I do. I have deep.
primordial.
I have deep speech.
I don't speak any of those, but I'll just wait.
I believe I was right. I'm like, no,
That
it's
was
deep
good,
speech.
Lustin. That might help if anybody can speak that language.
That's what it is.
It's a language.
If it's
Can
deep
you
speech,
speak
then I know it.
deep speech
I
lesson?
do know it.
I have. Never mind. I don't have it.
Okay. As he's poorly imitating this, Errol, you catch only one word that actually sounds like deep speech,
Mhm.
and it says sucker. You're welcome, Skag.
I love it. I love it.
Someone just keeps whispering "sucker" to you with something else on it.
And
So,
Abris just looks up at Lustin because Abris is like 3 foot tall, so she's like at belly level with him.
I forgot.
Someone's fucking with you, sir. That's rude.
You know what? I should be used to getting fucked with by now, but it's still weird.
Well, you've got a connection to something that's got a hold of you, so it's gonna keep being weird. Get used to it.
Great. I am so excited to live the life that I live.
And with that, you do any of you have any more questions for Abris before you go and try and find rooms with beds tonight?
Now that Arrow has been graced with the possible ability to cast Revivify, I don't suppose you have a 300 gold diamond laying around that I can use, that in case if one of us dies, we can bring them back.
Hey, what? Can you
Roll
repeat?
He's asking for the diamond.
Oh, he's asking for the diamond. Okay.
He's asking for the diamond.
Roll me a. We'll call it a history check because it's
Me or
history
him?
of your tower. You.
Okay, me. Well, I mean,
That's it.
I have a treasure room somewhere. I just gotta remember where it is, and I gotta make sure it's not on the left side.
What happens if it's on the right side? Do we get to go
I got a
play?
28, so I'm pretty sure I know where it is. So
as you're thinking about this, and you're thinking about a treasure room, your illusory dragon comes up through the floor and drops a map at your feet.
Oh,
oh, that's right. I made a map of this place. Cool. Thank you. I'll give you some extra treats later. Okay. She opens the map and let's see. Okay.
It is
there it is.
on. Yep. Go for it. I'll let you decide.
It's just a little ways down, and it's even on the right. Hold on. I'll be right back. Actually, Errol, come with me. I will bring you and you can take it. But if you go in that room and take anything else, I'm going to throw you to the Maelstrom.
Okay.
Okay.
Promise.
Okay.
Errol drunkenly runs into the door jam. On the way out. Whoop. Hey, okay.
Errol Abris kind of takes Errol's arm and is like, okay, you cannot be trusted on your own 2 feet. Let's go.
Okay.
So we go to the treasure room, which is literally like 3 or 4 doors down from where we are. On the right-hand side. See, never go to the left. These doors, you don't want anything to do with those. So she opens the door, and it's just this just vast room, and it's like got some diamonds and some rubies and some gold like piled and shit everywhere. Just all sorts of like jewels and things. And she stands Earl by the door. Stay there. Don't move. Don't do anything. You know, I run a really good betting ring for all of the Maelstrom airships. This is how I help my nieces and nephews go to school. So this is between you and me.
Okay.
And she goes and digs through like a bit, maybe here, maybe here. No, not here. She's like starts throwing stuff out. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Oh, she reaches in the bag. Oh, here we go. She pulls out a nice shiny diamond. This one's pretty flawless. This might get you and do whatever it is you need.
Okay.
It's just because you made me good food.
Okay. It's gonna be even better. Watch this. Go upstairs real quick. Let's go out of the treasure room, then you go upstairs real quick and then stare at Lustin.
Well, oh yeah, because
It'll be
it'll get
funny.
really awkward. They'll hate it. Okay.
It'll be funny. No, wait. Just go
Okay.
upstairs and look at him. Okay.
So she closes the door and like kind of waves her hand over it and it kind of like glows like it's locked, and then she runs off upstairs.
Okay.
And she
I'm gonna
like
cast-
stops in front of Lustin and just sits there and stares.
I'm gonna cast sending. Lustin. Am I talking deep space? Please give me cookies. Please give me cookies. And it just comes through.
Do I see all of this happening?
Well, I'm not even in the room.
No, he's like down by the treasure room still.
Yeah. And
Yes,
then
so
No,
so
I
you
mean,
see
I just see
Abbott
you run in and just stare at it.
Lustin, and Lustin's eyes getting wider.
and then like I'll go through like those 10 where it's like, no, it's Errol. I learned a new spell, so if we need to talk to anyone, I can do
God
that
damn it,
now.
Errol.
Then I'll come back upstairs. But I'll trip on the last stair and fall on the
I
floor.
message Avarice, just don't break eye contact.
With just
I'm
message and
gonna
not.
turn around so that she doesn't. I don't see her looking at me.
She just keeps staring because it's funny. She gets it now, but she's just like, I'm just gonna sit here. What'd you hear? Anything good?
Oh, I don't know what I heard.
Can you imitate it again and tell us?
Oh,
You are no fun. And she just kind of stomps off.
Then he's gonna cast Aura Vitality and try to heal Lustin, even though he's not hurt. For the next minute, he's just gonna walk around the room with this aura of like blue yellow energy around him. It says, "You get a heal. You get a heal."
Oh, he's so drunk now. It's adorable. He fixes things when he's drunk.
yes. It is hilarious, like I told you.
Oh, watch this! Like, touch myself and cast invisibility.
Oh.
Then paintbrush. I
think
want
I
to get in the bath.
Oh, okay. I'm
as
gonna
I
watch
see-
the water to see if it moves
Yep, and then Errol's
as
gonna
he
get in.
invisibly hits in the bathroom.
And then Errol's actually just going to lay under the water because they can breathe underwater for an hour. So they're just
Are
gonna...
you doing this
You're
clothing and all?
you're breathing
Clothes went off.
his bath water. I just want to be clear.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He turns on more of the hot water.
So I'm gonna walk over to Avarice and be like, so as you can see how my group is, survival probably on the lower end. As you are a much higher wizard than I am, is there a spell or two you might be able to teach me to try and keep them alive?
Let's see what I got here in the repertoire.
Errol's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. And
Mechanically, first and second level spells only, because I cannot cast third yet.
makes it look like an oar. So like he's like paddling the water with a spiritual weapon.
So we see like an aura just floating there. Are you still invisible?
No, because I
Fantastic.
cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
So you see
So
a
now
naked
we
blue
have-
man breathing underwater, breathing tabaxi
an
bath
oar.
water.
Let's
So
see.
on hand that you have spare spell scrolls of for level 1 and level 2 spells, you have Magic Missile, Sleep, Air Bubble, and Darkness.
Let me write that down just to make sure. Sleep and darkness.
Magic Missile, Sleep, Darkness, and Air Bubble.
What is air bubble?
Air Bubble. You create a spectral globe around the head of a willing creature you can see within range. The globe is filled with fresh air that lasts until the spell ends, which is 24 hours. If the creature has more than one head, the globe of air appears around only one of its heads, which is all the creature needs to avoid suffocation, assuming that all its heads share the same respiratory system.
I
I
mean,
love that it has that in it.
Mhm.
from a professional standpoint, that's a good thing to know. So Abris goes and like, hang on 1 second there, Trenton, and I will look. And she starts digging through cupboards and like, again, just throwing shit everywhere. And she
Completely
like digs,
unfazed because I'm used to that.
Mhm.
and she's digging through and she finds a little bin in the bottom. She pulls it out. Oh, look, I have some spare scrolls. And she just sets them down in front of you. It's like, let's see, you can have magic missile. And then there's sleep. And then there's darkness. And then
Oh.
there's air bubble. This one's really cool because you can keep people breathing when they should suffocate. So if you're worried about your party dying, this one's good.
Okay, so magic missile, sleep, darkness, air bubble. I will. I appreciate that. I can use a lot of these for like escaping and like looking at my group like run.
Arrow's gonna
Or you
cast.
can put things to sleep that you might want to sneak past. Or,
Yeah. It's more like don't engage with things that will kill you.
well, if you put them to sleep, you can't engage them.
Unless you get down on one knee and give them a ring. Because who are we
Well-
to stand in the way of love?
Well, if that's the kind of thing you want to do with your life, I'm not going to judge, but you might want to watch your ass when you're in Underdark and don't marry anything down there.
My money's on Lustin marrying someone from the underdog.
You know, I could put some money on that too. There might be some good odds.
Right? Like I think it's like an even split, but like leans toward our favor.
Yeah, that might. I'm just looking over at Lustin.
We both
What?
just look at Lustin. He's like this close to a psychotic break, which is like super common in the underdog.
Oh
It's
yeah,
right
then,
in.
yeah. Then all it takes is one demon who's got like a nice little pair on her. You know, it's all over. If he could get over that prude part, but if he has a break, he might get over that part.
I'll give you updates as we go. I think Errol can contact you over long distances.
I'm gonna make 3 of me. This.
Arrow has cast disguise self to look like Trenton. Says, someone bring me some iced coffee. I'm sad.
Trenton goes and just pours iced coffee into the bath.
Thank you. This is wonderful.
Easily dropping the temperature.
Is anybody facing the window and balcony that hangs off the kitchen?
He's trying not to look at us, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I would believe that.
I'm not looking at them. I'm good.
Leston,
looking
as you're
away.
just like you have looked away from all of this, walked to that side of the room, and you're just staring out at the top of the Maelstrom. You see a castle dragon that pops out of the top and comes to the balcony and just kind of stares at you.
Guys,
yes. It's a cassowary mixed with a dragon.
guys,
what?
do you
What?
see this?
Oh,
He's gonna point out the window.
yeah, they pop in all the time. Just say hi. Don't go out there; it'll eat you.
Like, does it follow me when I move side to side?
His head goes and does like the dog thing.
It's hungry. It's looking for snacks. So I usually throw a few like scraps of meat or something out there, and then it takes them and it goes away. Watch. And she like digs through a drawer and pulls out some beef jerky and just kind of like half opens the window and goes like this, chucks it out there at it.
And he starts
I'll keep
catching
this-
it and like doing like rolls in the air. And you guys have heard stories of the castle dragons. But this is the first time any of you have seen one. They live in the very top of the Maelstrom. That is basically the only place you can find them. Even the babies like live in the water at the base of it.
You know, if we kill the Maelstrom, what happens to these guys?
They'll be fine.
I don't think so. I'm too old to believe that.
Nope, they're fine.
She throws some more jerky out. He's a good boy. You know, you can tell that she's sticking her arm out there, so she knows them better, but she knows better not to open the door because then they'll get them. So I'll come pet you later. And then she just closes the window.
And it continues like just rolling around outside like a dog would roll in dirt, but rolling around just in the air.
Okay. Again, nobody finds this weird.
No, we need to take one. I
Well-
bet he pulled the cart really well.
Well,
Yes,
No.
the thing that you see, it's got like a very large wingspan, but it's like a blue shimmery, like it doesn't look fully like feathers, but it's like a fine sheen of hair on its wings, and then it's got the like hard bill on top of its head, and there's a lot of orange and black that is mixed in with the spots of blue.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Paintbrush lets people
Paintbrush,
play.
wait, question, does Paintbrush still have clothes on?
No, I
Does
didn't.
Paintbrush
No,
have
I
clothes
didn't put those back up.
Paintbrush is a nudist. They're good. You just have to get them to trust you, so because otherwise they'll just eat you on sight. And once you get one to trust you, then you can usually get some of their family to trust you too, and then you're good. So, you know, if you're going to take down the Maelstrom, I need to start looking into how to get them out of there because they'll die. So, and they're my friends, and they guard my
Ah.
tower.
Would I know if there's room for them at the Radiant Doom Tribe?
Your tribe lives outside of Kaloon. It's a solid about 2 days ride outside, and it's right by a forest though. So maybe something could work.
Hmm. You
It's
know,
something to think on.
I have this place where I'm from. It's green. I don't know if they like the green. Maybe they like the green a little bit. Um, it's right outside Kaloon. It's where my tribe lives. We can move them there.
I mean, your tribe would have to get to know them. They'd have to be willing to, so they could go into the forest if they use it for anything. But they might. I could take Spiky out there, and we could fly over there and see if he likes the forest. You know, they have to go somewhere because you're going to destroy their habitat. Which, I mean, we need to. I get it, but we don't want to kill anything in the process that doesn't need to. They're just out there living their best life in the clouds right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go to my clothes and pull out in my inventory. I have with my background poorly wrought, poorly, where's my poorly wrought maps from your homeland that depict where you are. So I'm going to give you these poorly drawn out maps. And this is kind of where I live. Here you go. And you can take Spike over there. And I'm just tell him Sunny sent you. My mama's name is Cheeky Star. My daddy is Papa. And yeah, just tell her that Sunny sent you. And yeah.
And maybe they'll be willing to make friends with them, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Because they need friends. I'm the only one they have. Everybody else is so scared of them, they never give them a chance. But they'd be good protectors for your village, too.
Okay, yeah.
You sound so unsure.
I want to take him now, but I have to wait.
Well, you have to go to the
Come back.
Underdark. And
Yeah.
Spiky is technically hers. So, but I bet once this is all over, if they move okay, I could teach you how to befriend them. I bet one of them would take to you. You seem pretty awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Paintbrush, roll me a nature check quick.
Uh-oh, nature check. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. 16 plus 2. 18.
So you do know that there is currently outside of just some general forest animals living in the forest south of your tribe. There have been bandits that have tried to take up there, but there's rumors that it's haunted and that no people can live there.
So there's a place near my home, near my home, right?
Yeah.
Where there was bandits at one point, but now they say it's haunted. Maybe they can drive out the ghosts.
I mean, I don't know about ghosts, but sometimes those hauntings are just people in sheets trying to be ghosts and then live in the forest. But if I can't get the ghosts out, I know lots of people. I'm old, remember?
Ah, okay.
So if they can live in that forest, if I drive them out,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't even know if they'd care about the ghosts. It'd probably keep people safe from wandering in there on accident too. The ghosts may be fine.
I like this
I
idea
can
already.
sense a lot of fireballs.
They don't do fireballs. They like to eat things that are meaty.
Oh, not from the dragon things. From you.
I'm not going to start a forest fire if I'm trying to help my dragons go live there. That would be dumb.
It would be, but for some reason I can just sense it.
So you just called me stupid.
No.
Actually, you did call me
No.
stupid. Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
to back up and sink into the bathwater with Errol to get away from the situation.
You
Just
better be
gonna go
careful.
on
My
reverse.
dragons are hungry, Lusty.
Errol still looks like Trenton.
Trenton is just gonna back away.
Yeah,
What are
he'd
you
probably
going to
turn
do
back to
next? Are you going to
himself.
tell me to calm down?
No. Hell no. No.
That's probably wise. You might want to go back to just looking out the window and trying not to look at the naked people in the tub.
Exactly what he's gonna do.
Good job. So, paintbrush, while you guys are in the Underdark, I'll see about the dragons. See what we can do. That's a
Yeah.
very wonderful idea, and I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you. Do you want to live there too?
If I get tired of the tower, maybe I can vacation there.
Yeah. That sounds good.
All right. So, does anybody need to rest? Because there's rooms for you all to rest in. It looks like Errol's happy in the tub, dressed in a Trenton suit.
Yeah, he's gonna drop his Trenton suit.
Yeah, I could rest a bit.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's time for bed.
All right. Lustin, do you want a room to sleep in, or are you gonna just sleep up against the glass there?
I would like a room to sleep in, please.
Okay. Let's go. And she kind of looks at Mary. She looks comfy in the hammock. I'm gonna leave her alone. And then or Mariel, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
So
of you,
do look at
Mary.
the map again, and
of you,
you
Mary.
can pinpoint of the 8 rooms that have beds, 2 are on the left side, but the other 4 or the other 6 are on the right.
All right. So we're not gonna go to those rooms. But I have some all on the right side for you guys. Which just leads them down the hallway. There's one for you, Paintbrush. There's one for you, Trenton. That one's got the extra fluffy bed. I think you're kind of the type that will want that with extra
Thank
pillows.
you.
And then Errol, there's one in there, and I think there might be another water tub. You seem to like the water.
Thanks. Night
And then
paintbrush, night Trenton.
she kind of leads
Night.
Errol into the room and plops him in a chair because he's still drunk as hell.
Yeah.
And then goes down the hall. All right, Lustin, this one's yours.
For Abra
Be nice to my dragon
sleeves.
friends.
For Abra sleeves, I cast bless on them. Hashtag blessed. Go.
I'm gonna
Aw,
carry my dragon
cute.
friend with me.
As you walk, yeah, your Nettle Drake. As you
Yep.
walk into your room, Lustin, there is a mural on the opposite wall of a Casso dragon.
Night, Lustin. I love
Why
you.
me?
This is Spike. So now you get to know how nice of a person he is. Nice of a dragon. Whatever. He's a person to me. We talk. Anyway, good night. She runs out the door and slams it behind her.
Good night.
Oh, these people are gonna get me killed.
I'm gonna grab my little Nettle Drake and be like, "So, are you going to be Spike Junior?"
No.
He just kind of stares at you, and you hear in your head, "I'm Nettie."
Neddy. This is new. You haven't spoken to me before.
Well, you never spoke to me before.
This is fair.
Ooh.
You are very cute.
I know. And it
Okay.
curls up in your hands and says, "Good night."
Good night. Mm. And he's gonna just like put him on his chest and then just lay down on the bed.
Anything the rest of you are doing with your evening now that you're in separate rooms?
I'm gonna try and learn one of these spells
All right.
from the scroll. I'm gonna try and learn Sleepsies.
1 second. Ba, 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 ba. I hate when things don't tell me exactly what I need to know.
Drugs.
I mean, if all else fails.
I am gonna go bother Trenton. I'm gonna sit in his room.
Are you still naked?
Oh, I didn't grab my clothes. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go hang out in Trenton's room. I'm gonna
Completely
see.
hang out.
I'm
Go get your clothes. You always do this.
okay. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna try. No, it wasn't that far. I'm gonna remember exactly where the kitchen is and come back.
Okay, I will give you that. You haven't been drinking much, so.
Avarice is
then-
in the kitchen right now too, like cleaning up. So
Oh, hi. I'm just grabbing my clothes. Trenton doesn't want to see me naked. And then I'm
why?
gonna grab
What's
my
his
clothes.
problem? Is he prude like Leston? He doesn't seem like it.
No, it just this happens a lot that I grab my clothes all ashamed and go to Trenton's room. But I'm gonna be quiet because I see that he's trying to study.
Well, okay.
And I'm just there like glowing.
And yes, so you will take 4 out or wait, sleep is one of the second levels, right?
To the manage spells tab.
Sleep is a first level spell.
First, okay. So yes, you can take 2 hours, and you have enough materials for that and either a second level spell or 2 more first level spells. I would say that that's what you got from the school.
I'll do darkness then.
Okay.
Yeah. Just and then the light gets really, really dark and ominous, and that's me learning the darkness.
Yes, as you're learning the spell and the way that it's said and the incantation of it, the quality of the light does like flicker in your room and it kind of fades in and out. And this is what you walk into, Paintbrush. And looking at him, you do recognize the signs of him learning a spell.
I'm gonna close the door behind me, sit across, and sketch Trenton learning in my sketchbook.
At least you're now sitting in the hall clothed.
Yes.
Errol, are you just passed out or are you doing anything?
No, he'll kind of take some deep breaths, and then he will end up making some prayers to Priscos, because there's some heavy stuff going on, and just kind of hanging out with Priscos for a while before bedtime. Then will be bedtime.
You feel a sense of serenity come over you as you're praying, but also there's a weight that seems to settle on your shoulders as you pray to Priscos.
Yeah. Errol will just sigh and says, "Yeah, I kind of thought so too." And then kind of head to bed.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and end for the evening. Thank you to everybody who has come out and hung with us, and thank you to my players and my guest who, guess what, needs to come back next week.
We're just dragging this out. Could have been done in like
Hey, it's a
45
great
minutes. But
RP. We can't hate it.
dragging this out.
So yes, thank you to everybody for coming out. Thanks to the players. Thank you to Kat again for coming on and being the wonderfully crazy Aberus.
She's so
Let
much
us
fun.
have our players
She's
tell us where we
hilarious.
can find them and what they have going on. Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. You can find me on the internet on places as Dr. Snugglebutts with correct or incorrect punctuation, depending on the platform. And yeah,
And I got him is amazing. For those that can't see it, because it's kind of
There we
There
go.
it is.
weird.
Perfect.
Fuckboy
Oh, yeah.
Fatal is what it says, because Trenton is our fuckboy.
He totally is. It's amazing.
And Steve.
Hi, my name's Steve. I go by Hermes4939, most places on the internet. So you can find me on Twitter at W9Steve. Again, you follow me playing my dumpster fire Arrow. And thank you. Oh, we're Mary and I are in our last episode of Basin on this Thursday that Mary is GMing. The Basin system has been absolutely wonderful. You can find that on Chaotic Wonderful on Thursday for our last episode.
Woohoo! Gag.
Hello, everybody. I am Skagwater RPG, and you can find me all over the internet under that. And yeah, tonight I was playing Less Than Fire River, and you can find me on Dice Rep Evolution, where I play Michael Malibu, and you can find me other places as well. Next week, I start playing a Vampire the Masquerade / Cyberpunk game, which I am really excited for because I get to play a tech character, aka I'm playing a smart guy, and I'm not that smart, so this is going to be entertaining as all get out. Yay!
And Mary, who is not with us tonight, but you can find her at Nerd on Wheels 15 on the interwebs, and we always love to see what she's got going on. Izzy.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I played Paintbrush tonight, and I am here. So I will see you next week on Monday. Yay!
Cat.
I'm Kat, and you can find me on Twitter as Autumn Knots. You can find me here pretty much most Wednesdays for Chaos Commentary or Curiosities these days. And then every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific, I play Obscura in our cyberpunk game, Somnum Exterra. And usually I am doing some shenanigans where it involves me getting on my idiot brother, who I fucking adore.
And I am Kristen. You can find me all over the internet at Darth Surrealish. Mostly you can find me here, but you can also find me starting again this Saturday night, barring anything else going wrong, because shit's been wild for our friends over Exquisite Corpse. But where I play Candy, the Blind Hacker Wizard Sorcerer combo, which is a blast to play. Otherwise, you can find me on almost all of the shows we have. Let me go through them all. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, we have Watercolored Wizardry with Maria, who did the wonderful character. Oh no, that's on break tomorrow. I lie.
Maria's off this week. She will be back next Tuesday at 1 p.m. to do more art for Cyberpunk. But
yes. But she did do the wonderful art that you see next to our characters on screen. But we are on for Misguided Magic tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, where Maria is our DM. And Tori almost, for realsies, died last time. And if it wasn't for friend Chad giving me a channel points D4 of healing, Tori would be no Moria. But it's great fun. Come and check us out. On Wednesday, we have Chaos Curiosity, which Pat and I will come up with something we're going to talk about, and we'll actually be back this week. I promise. Thursday, Arches.
That's Threshold.
Threshold will be on Thursday with friend Chad as our DM, where I play a stray, not a zombie, I swear. The emotional support undead, which may soon become the emotional assault undead. Stay tuned.
Assault support. Sometimes it's all the same. Aggressive supportiveness.
Then on Friday, we have Somnum Exteri, the cyberpunk homebrew that I have concocted that just keeps getting weirder, and I love it. And then back here on Monday for some more Madness Takes Artena. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Bye!